Hi, I'm Lachlan Murdoch from the Murdoch Mysteries, and this is First, Last, Worst, Best.
Best, first, last, worst.
For
Best, worst, first, last.
First, last, best, worst.
So the first stop you make when you get to set, that is 100% for coffee.
First thing you do when you get a new script, get many, many different versions of the script. And so the first script I ever get is white, and I just ignore it. I don't read it. I'm like, I'm gonna give it 2 weeks.
The first app I open in the morning is Twitter, always.
The first acting gig I ever landed, it was a theatre in education tour of Macbeth.
The last Murdoch plotline that shocked me when I read the script. A couple seasons ago, there was a cliffhanger at the end where we didn't know who was dead, and I was one of the possible bodies. I was flipping through the next couple of pages real quick, you better believe.
The last person from the Murdoch crew or cast that I texted this morning, it was Shirley, who does my hairs. Because today's been a very big day of glamorous photo shoots and all kinds of things.
The last costume I wore on set was really pretty. It was this brown sort of satin and a coat and, quote, half a bird on my head.
Best item from the Murdoch craft truck. Soups are always awesome on set. You get a little cup of soup when it's cold out.
The best proper costume that you've ever been able to keep from set. Unlike most shows, you know, they always give you this, sweeten the deal by letting you keep your costume. Never, not on Murdoch. I constantly think about stealing things from set.
Best thing about working on Murdoch Mysteries, the crew. We've really become a family.
The best place I've ever visited while on location. I did a TV show in England a few years ago, and we went to Zimbabwe. I got to whitewater raft down the Zambezi River.
Worst to film in, extreme cold or extreme heat. I don't do well in the heat personally, because once you get the lights on and all your costume and stuff, it can get to be a bit much.
Worst thing you've ever had to eat or drink is a McDonald's commercial. It just didn't occur to me to tell them that I was a vegetarian. So basically you have to take and then they cut and then you spit into a bucket.
Worst blunder I've made on set or at an audition. I had a callback. I decided to do accents and there was costume changes.
The worst part about early morning call times is that you can't go to the pub the night before.
I'm Lachlan Murdoch.
I'm Helene Joy.
I'm Marvin Humphreys.
I'm Thomas Craig, and that was my first, last, best, worst.